There we go. So, all right, we back, y'all. It's Community Coalition Show. Do I want to make it special, David? Do I want to, like?
I mean, we should.
We
It
should,
is
right? Yeah,
because it is
it
because it
is
is.
special. So we gonna skip the intros. I was gonna get on Yendi because Yendi got flued out. So we don't know who Yendi is right now.
We ain't doing that. We
I was
shouldn't do
gonna talk some trash, but
that.
since it's
We
a
can't do
special
that to our
occasion,
queen, man.
I'm not believe it
We
long,
can't do that to our queen.
but yeah, everybody's here. So y'all know what it is. I don't know what episode this is. I figured out later. Y'all know how that goes. Community Coalition Show. K
Yep.
Wilson, David 2K. We got Yendi in here.
It's good, gang.
But if you're watching this, hopefully you are. We got a whole bunch of brothers with us right now.
Yes, sir.
I'm excited, and to be completely honest, I've been looking forward to doing this show for 6-7 months now. We knew this one was coming. So this has been on my calendar for a while. So, and it's special because we have the authors from Black Men Love. We've been talking about it the last couple of weeks. But this is really special because not only me and you, David, co-authors, but we got past guests, we got some good brothers. And so I just want to have some conversation, just talk about you all. I want to celebrate y'all, celebrate the book, the process, just talk to people about, what this took. This is the undertaking. This is a big deal,
Yes,
and so we've talked about this before. I know last time Chip won, we've had, we talked about the impact of influence. 2, 3, we had everybody on. And it's one of the things, especially we talk about in the Black community, a lot of us never thought about writing books. We didn't think we would do these, these avenues and the lanes we've gone on. So I'm just excited to just be able to just share you all, in the process and everything. So we're going to open up the platform for us, So the first thing I want to do, I just want to go around. We got to introduce y'all. We got to let the world know who y'all are, man. And so I'm going to play around with this, because I want everybody to see you. And we just going to talk. So let's go through some intros first, man. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go through as I see everybody. And we'll be able to talk, let everybody know who you are, where you from, what you got going on, all the good stuff. Don't be shy. And let people know. So I'm gonna start. Chip, what up, Chip? Since you top left, I'm gonna go with you first. What's going on, man?
What's going on, my man? First off, I just want to say thanks so much. How you talked about, growing up, I was just processing. Yeah, you're right, man. I didn't grow up around authors and people that are doing these kind of things. And so for that, man, I'm truly grateful. I'm truly grateful for you and the person that you are, because everything I've done, I've been involved with, you've supported. And so, hey, come on, we'll interview you, your people. And so I'm grateful for you, grateful for your platform, and so excited for you being a visionary author of Black Men Love. And I'm truly grateful to be a part of with these amazing brothers as well. So I want to start off with that. But myself, man, Chip Baker, I'm a 4th generation educator, teacher, former coach. I am in Conroe, Texas, which is north of Houston. I am the founder of Chip Baker, the Success Chronicles. Started that about 6 years ago, YouTube channel, podcast. What I do is I just interview people from all walks of life and share their stories for positive inspiration and motivation. And it's truly been a blessing. I've been blessed to connect, learn from, grow with some amazing people along that journey. And man, I'm just striving to do my part and making a positive difference in our world through that, through speaking, through books, through all things, man. When I leave this place, I want to be tapped out. I did everything I could do to make the world a better place. So, man, thank you again for having me. I appreciate it.
Nah, thank you, Chip, man. And you said you really said some real good stuff. I mean, everything you got going on, how I feel like.
Yes,
I tell you all the time, I steal from you all the time, man. I be taking all your stuff, man. I ain't gonna lie. I see y'all brothers, man. If something good, I'm like, hey, man, let me try that.
Let's
go. That's learning and growth from each other. So, I always appreciate you. And you've always supported too. We go back and forth, man.
Yes, sir.
And so just happy to be going through the journey with you and everyone too, man. So thank you. So I'm gonna keep it going. Charles Woods, Woody, what's going on, man? Let everybody know.
What's going on, everybody? Appreciate you having us on the show today. Kenneth, David, Yandy, appreciate you having us, man. I always love to collaborate with some good brothers and sisters, just to enjoy our time together around positive people. I always enjoy that. My name is Charles Woods. I'm from Conroe, but I reside in Atascocita. That's north of Houston too. I am a first generation educator. Never thought I'd be in education. Never thought I'd be educating anybody's kids. Really didn't want to educate anybody's kids, coach anybody's kids, or talk to parents about their kids. But this is my 22nd year in coaching / teaching / principal. I am a principal of a specialized campus in Klein ISD. I love what I do. Love every day of it. I am a author also. This will be my third book. Appreciate that, Chip Baker. Chip Baker kind of encouraged me to get into writing. I never saw myself writing at all. This was nowhere in the scope of anything that I was doing, but this has really opened up doors for me and has really, inspired me to do more writing. I really appreciate it. Like this journey too, man. Appreciate you having me on this ride. Can't wait to see where we go with this. Let's go.
Let's go, for real. Yeah. And it's funny. Well, I think about you a lot, Woody. I do. Just this, because you been in education, like that's tough. I give you so much respect. I give you so much credit. Like, to be able to pour in. We need you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need y'all. Yeah, man. So I think about that a lot. I do. So, and thank you for being on this journey, man. We've been part of this before in other places, right. But so it means so much to me that you accepted the call and the invite, all of you. So, thank you all so much. So we gonna keep it going. Adrian, what's going on, man? That's my bro. We go back 1,000 years. What's up, man?
Yeah, man. I'm Adrian Taylor. I'm a making cooking show, y'all. Like Kenny said, man. Hey, Kenny, thank you, man. This something I wanted to do for a long time, bro. So thank you for making it, happen. I'm from the same place Kenny's from, y'all. Like the same place Kenny's from, literally. Kenny is my brother, y'all. But this has been. I'm excited about this, Kenny. I'm really excited about this, bro. So thank you, man.
Yeah, man. No, thank you. And just, a little bit more background. We from Silver Spring, Maryland, right outside the DC, DMV area, and when we say we grew up together, we grew up in the hood, you know what I'm saying? Like together in the hood, saw a lot, didn't do a lot. Trenches. And so when we talk about stuff we never would have thought about doing, never conversation stuff, like we literally have this conversation, like literally. So again, this is one of those things to be able to just link up and just go through this together. It's so special to me. And thank you, man. It's just, thank you. I don't even know, we're going to keep it going. We're going to get into all that. I don't want to get too emotional right now because I start crying and stuff. So I guess we got to go to one of the other authors who you do this with me all the time. You host this show. But David, you still got to give your spiel too. Why not?
Oh, snap.
So yeah, go ahead and do it.
Oh, man. What's up? My name is David 2K. If you've listened to this podcast, you probably know who I am. And if you don't, then hey, what's up? My name is David 2K. I'm a music producer, podcaster, and actually, let me correct that. Global podcaster. Kenny, don't think I forgot about that. And apparently now a writer. So I'm originally from San Francisco, moved to Maryland over a decade ago, and met Kenny, met Yandy, and I've just been, honestly, I've always wanted to write a book, but I guess the opportunity I never thought it would actually happen. But guess what? Now I'm here. And I'm going to be an author, which is insane to me. But also I'm very excited.
You should be, bro. I'm telling you. And David, y'all did nice and modest. He was also a music producer, make them beats, get that music going, so like
hit me if you need themes.
Yeah, we talk music, we do other podcasts together and stuff like that. Shout out to Reason the Rhyme podcast where we discuss music.
Yes, sir.
But
shout out to
it's
the Starting Five.
Yep.
Also.
Yeah, who's also on that pod. So
yep. And a few of them on this book too.
Yeah. So we in here together. So that's what I say. This is all fam. I'm gonna keep it going. DP. What's going, my guy? I'm excited too. So what's going on? I think we've been here before, so this is we talking.
Yeah. Ken, first of all, man, love you. Like appreciate all of this, right? That we get a chance to do some things that we do, and we from the same place too. I'm from right across the bridge in Arlington, Virginia. We partied in the same place, we grew in the same place, played in the same place. Got them same dreams. I've come to accept a couple of things, and this is what I give people when I get it. For those who are gifted, you have to re-gift. And so I thank you for re-gifting. I always tell my friends and family, pay attention to where you met me, because that's not where I'm going to be when I see you again. Folks that know me know I keep track of the day. And this is 21,847. This is how many sunrises and sunsets I've had in this space, and none of them are the same, nor should they be. I've lived a full life, DMV kid, lived and worked in Richmond, Charlotte, Atlanta, LA, Salt Lake City, the Woodlands, Texas, just 10 minutes from Concord, and now in Lincoln, Nebraska, because God has planted me here, and you grow where you plant it. I'm a 2-time TED speaker. I'm a 3-time best-selling author. I have to remember that my grandmother said, try to live a life where you could not tell everybody about it in any first meeting. I've been a sportscaster all this time. I've been a coach all this time. I've been the son of Queen all this time. And then I started to live like it. And then this is when all this stuff happened. So where you are now, where we all now, mark it down. Because next time we see each other, it'll be a week from now. And we will have new letters behind our name. We will have new work behind our fame. And since we last talked, I purchased a sports radio station here in Lincoln, Nebraska. I'm one of 107 Black men who own a radio station in America, FM station in America. And we doing it here in Lincoln, Nebraska, right in middle America. But it is all a blessing and a gift, and I have to stay active. I appreciate you guys letting me, ride shotgun with y'all. This is gonna be one hell of a ride, because we're gonna come back to DC, come back to DMV with new names, with new gold badges, with our chest out. We, as Black men and Black women, we get to hold our chin up a little higher, chest out, and we get to hit that Superman pose. So let's enjoy this ride. It's a blessing to be with y'all. Let's get this.
Let's get it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we taking that line. That's chip line for real. Go get it.
Get it.
But DP, yeah, man. Man. Another inspiration. You men are my inspiration for real. So thank you. Like I said, we going through this together, and every time we do this, it still feels authentic. It still feels organic for me. So I'm excited, just to keep going through it. And next up, who am I screaming? Ryan Dunston, my brother, Ryan Dunston. What's going on, man? Oh,
hey, man. Hey, Kenny, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm excited, and it's good to see you.
Same. It's good to see all of you, and thank you for all that you all are doing in our world, improving our former realities. I appreciate you all taking on, the challenge of improving all that you used to experience, and I think that's the road that I'm on. I am a former loan officer, but now current director of community outreach for a mortgage firm in the DMV area by the name of Hometown Lenders. I am a podcaster as well. I have the Ryan Dunston podcast, Words from a Humble King. You can get to that on any streaming platform, YouTube as well. I am a lover of all. I try my best to love everyone that I can. And I am completely honored, man, to be on this because, as all of you have said, I am not one that thought I would ever be a author. And every time I say it, I giggle to myself because I just cannot believe I am on a book, right? But I think that's every single challenge that I accomplish, or every season of my life that I make it through. I never thought that I'd be a loan officer. I never thought that I'd be director of community outreach. I never thought that I'd have a podcast that folks would want to tune into. I never thought that I'd be given in the manner in which I'm given, and I never thought I'd be an author. So I'm honored to be with you fellas on this project. This will be my first project, and I'm just soaking it all in and taking it one step at a time. So it's good to be with all of you. And Kenny, thank you, man, for inviting me onto this trip with you all, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you, man. One thing I will say, and I have no problem saying, I think I've said it to you before. You say it's the first, it won't be your last, man. This is not going to be your last. Like, you have so much to give to the world. You do, and all of us do. But that's why I say this. Like, this will get the ball rolling. But man, we're gonna be doing this again. Don't worry. And I appreciate all the work you're doing. If y'all know, Ryan is boots on the ground in the community. Like, like we need that too. So just being out there in Baltimore doing your thing, man. Like, appreciate that. You're only up the street. Like we in DMV, you up the street. So it's like we doing our thing, man. So yeah, I'm excited, man. Next up, coming to the stage. My guy, man. You see his beard before you probably see him. But that's okay. That's okay. Mr. Robert Tyree, my guy. Another one I'm really excited for, man. So let everybody know who you are, bro.
Good evening, world. My name is Robert Tyree. I am an educator as well. I teach ELA in Baltimore City. I am a basketball coach, basketball trainer. I have my own business called Fresh to the Soul Basketball Training. Everything that we do is fresh lifestyle, fresh life, fresh thoughts. Yeah, man, I am a community activist for Unboxing Change with Daniel Frisbee. And yeah, man, I'm excited to be a part of this opportunity. Thank you guys for allowing me to be on your platform. And Kenny, thank you for everything that you do. So
thank you, man. Thank you. Like, again, another educator, out there, young people. One thing, I don't want to get into this too deep, but like we talk about coaching, talk about coaches and how it's so undervalued in our community, man. We don't talk about men stepping up to the plate, being there for the young men, and everybody thinks it's just the sports aspect, but y'all know it goes so much deeper than that.
Coaches are important, man.
I'm an old coach too. Like, this so layered, this to be a man, a Black man, a role model, a teacher, direct in contact with our young people, man. It's not easy work, So I will say that I just thank you again. Like, what we doing out here? Like, what y'all doing? Like, for real. So, so thank you. So now I got a young brother I'm really excited for. I see you, I see you. Yeah. So Mr. Jordan Adams, what's going on, sir? Let everybody know who you are and what's going on, man.
Hello, my name is Jordan.
Let us see your face. I can't see your face.
Tilt down a little bit.
Wait, let me do this.
There you go. There we go.
Virtual background.
See, he's a wizard at all this stuff. We be struggling. I'm gonna call you now, Jordan.
Well, hello there. My name is Jordan. I am 14. I'm going to high school next year. This is a blessing for me to be on this team and be able to do this book. And it's a great opportunity for me to do this. And I just want to say thank you for letting me in, and thank you to my mom, like, putting me into this.
Thank you. Yep, man.
Thank you, man.
Oh, so this is when I get really excited. Jordan, how old are you again? 14. One more time. Can you say that one more time? 14. Come on. Like, this is one of the reasons I started this. And I know we're talking about Black Men Love, and we'll get into all that. But, you know, Jordan, you're one of my inspirations because you're one of the reasons why we do all this.
Mm-hmm.
Really. Like, you know, so as you hearing us talk, and just know that, you know, for me, I speak for me, I am in awe by you. You know, and I thank you because I know you are a good student. You're an excellent young man. You know, you're doing your thing, and you're doing the things you're supposed to do. You know, so hopefully we can be your role model. You know, hopefully we did something. We do something that may help. Right. You know, so I just think about that being part of this journey. If someone had came to me at 14 years old and would have been like, you want to write? I ain't even like doing my homework at 14. So for you to just accept that, you know, accept this invitation to be a part of the journey with us. One, I thank you. I know I've probably said it before, but I wanted to say it here too. But I'm really excited because for people to meet you and hear what you have to say. You know, because I don't think we do this enough either. I think we talk at young people. We don't talk to young people enough too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, so appreciate you, and hopefully we can keep this going too. You know, so yeah, man, like, you know, and I know a couple other authors couldn't make it. You know, everybody's doing their thing. Everybody, you know, but while we're here, I just wanted to go into conversation. I just wanted to talk. You know, talk about the journey and the process a little bit, you know. So as we're talking about Black Men Love, and for those who don't know, you know, me, I've had this concept for almost a year now. And I was sitting on it, and it was something I wanted to discuss because I saw the climate in the world. You know, we talk about this. I know, Ryan, me and you talk about this all the time on the Speakeasy show we do on Monday nights. And it's just this whole thing about this, how there's so much negativity when it comes to just the concept of love, relationships, healthy relationships, all those things, especially when it comes to Black men. And I saw all of this, and it was just like, it's not that. I know it's not like that. I know it's not like that everywhere and all of it. And I know too many brothers who we have this conversation, and what's being portrayed out there is not what I see on a daily basis. And I wanted to share that somehow. And I wanted to get to that. And so that's where kind of like the roots of this project really began. It was just like, I just wanted to show the world that, no, there are some Black men out there who do value positive relationships, who do have good positive experiences, who are trying to do it the right way in that aspect, and whatever love means for us. And also talk about that too, you know. So I just wanted to go around and just, you know, ask you all, you know, what that meant for you, what love meant for you, you know, what this project means for you, in terms of that. We don't have to share too much, you know, because we wanted to read the book. But I just wanted to throw that out there, whoever wanted to share that.
I can start.
I'll jump out there with you, man.
Go for it.
I Kenny, I'm gonna tell you, man, I'm on a healing journey, right? And every stage that I make it through, every revelation that I gain, I feel the overwhelming pull to regurgitate it to every brother that I come to that may be hurting in the manner in which I was hurt, right? And because I was in it, I have a unique way of communicating how to that person how to get out of it, right? And, you know, I feel like I have the responsibility to do so, but then also the gift to do so, right? And to whom much is given, much is required. And I just feel like, you know, I have no choice but to try and make positive popular again, right? I tell you all the time, you know, positive just as simply is not popular. Yeah. And, you know, that's the reason why I wanted to do this, right? Get a little piece of my voice out there. But yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. There are plenty of brothers out here, man, that really are doing good work with their families. You may not hear about it on a magazine or in the news, but they are really out here loving on their families, right? And, you know, but they're never going to get any shine for it. And I think that that's horrible that, you know, negative is so popular. But, you know, this book here is testimony to the brothers who are fighting to make the positive Black man popular again. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I agree. Anyone else? I know, David, you wanted to jump in on that too?
I just wanted to say this book means a lot to me, especially because like I have a learning disability. So to even think about writing, like I've always been like an okay writer, but at the same time, like to put all of my thought, I didn't even get to have all my thoughts that I have on love on this book, because after I finished and submitted it, it just became like I had so many more thoughts that I wanted to put into the book. But I know that I'm gonna have to save that for the next book. So I'm just very excited. And also, like, I'm gonna have kids one day. And so I want them to be able to see how I was thinking before I had them. Thinking about love.
Yeah. And that also, brings up a lot there too, like I said, because different backgrounds. I know we all come from different backgrounds, ages and things like that. Mm-hmm. And that was another important thing too, and was that yep.
Love friends.
Yeah.
Now, kind of this is the home run, right? That we didn't always have that image of that love was strong. Some people would thought that being caring was weak and sensitive. And I said, as a coach, and I coached 3 sports in 6 different states. What I learned early was that I had to use coaching to make their lives better, and then in turn making my own. And so the foundation that started was Love Prints, and I held that up so folks, just as a reminder, everything that we want in life, every great thing that's ever happened to us as a people, as a country, as a man, happened when 2 things met: when love and action met. Like, that's how simple that is. And everybody will tell you, as a coach, every kid will tell you, I love this game. I love basketball. I love football. As a coach, to tell you I love it, but then the question becomes, do you love it enough to treat it like you love it, to act like you love it? And that requires in the work away from the game, that requires in the academic study that has to be done. A big part of Love Prints was an academic program, to love those young people enough that they got the academic stuff right. And they cared about getting the academic stuff right. But as men, just as men in this country, we have to get comfortable in speaking and acting in love out loud so that people will stop thinking that this is not cool, that it's not the thing. No. The most important thing that we can do, the reason why we're here, is love. That's it. Everything else is a second. I mean, you can put air and water in the same space, but listen, you have to be active in it. And when we start telling love stories, I don't care if you're telling about sports, I don't care if you're talking about music, I don't care if you're talking about movies, I don't care if you're talking about basketball. It's a love story. When done right, it's a love story. And the result comes from loving it the right way. That's how simple this stuff is.
Yeah. And I'm glad you brought that up, DP, too, because, as we talk about the wide-ranging things, because everyone talks about, when you first talk about love in this topic, everyone thinks about relationships and your girl, your wife, and all that stuff. But no, love is in everything, like you said, all aspects of life, so I wanted to bring that up too. Jordan, I wanted to bring up your perspective too, because, at 14, you ain't married with kids and all that, but your perspective was also very interesting to me too, as you wrote about it. So I just want you to share a little bit about what love means to you right now. If you can hear me, you there? Jordan might have rolled out.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was talking to my mom.
Oh, good. No, like I said, I just want you to share a little bit about your perspective of love, being 14, being in those teenage years, like I said, you ain't held down by kids and families and all that stuff yet. But what does it look like for you?
For me, it's an adventure, or like exploring an adventure in a different way. It's like a movie wise, like from my perspective. Because I haven't had love, I had no kids and stuff, I never really down and more. So keep for a second.
Move closer to the mic. We can't hear you.
Oh, it's more like an adventure, like exploring, because I have no one to actually hold me down, like what love is and stuff. I've learned about it yet. So
Yeah.
It's mostly like an adventure, exploring, like it's just a new opening of mind. The third eye.
Yep. So what are your loves right now?
Probably basketball, video games, and mostly my parents and family and stuff.
See, that's what's up. And see
You know,
how,
friends and family.
yeah. And see how wide ranging that is too. You know, like that's what I was getting to. Like we all, no matter how old, young, we all love, you know, and it's all unique, you know. So I think going into that just, you know, that was one of the things I really wanted to get across with this book and that message that, like, you know, one, it's okay to love. We have to love. Everyone does it. We all have different thoughts and aspects of it. But I know, I wanted to get into a couple questions too, because, you know, our resident expert on Black women and Black women affairs. So what do you think about this when you hear all this, Shindy? You still there?
I'm sorry. Yes, I'm still here. Well, to me, I just wanted to ask this question as a female, and you all know that a lot of times women go through this whole men ain't nothing. What do you think? How do you think they would feel after reading this book? And why do you think that women should read this book, if that makes sense, what I'm asking?
Ooh, I think that makes sense. Who want to jump in there? Who jumping in there first?
I think it's gonna break the stereotype.
Okay. So you think it break the stereotype?
I think it's gonna break the stereotype. You know.
I say like it'll give different perspective of like how it is for real. It's like give them a different opening, like how they feel, like how like have you ever seen like the movie like A Men's Mind? I don't know. But like they can understand how we feel, like how the mind works, how we do it, stuff. Like how we think of it, I guess.
Okay, Rob, what you got?
It brings back to the I guess similar to like a man. You know, I think that we have a collective of individuals with different mindsets, different walks of life, and I'm pretty sure you'll be surprised on individuals' approach of what love is to them. You know, I know that we're speaking from like a childhood from Jordan, right? He loves some things, right? We have also like, you know, the older adults. Like I'm familiar with Ryan, so I know I'm assuming he's speaking from perspective of a husband. But then you also have me speaking from, you know, a young Black man with an amazing beard, you know, just trying to find love, you know. So you definitely different aspects and different perspectives, you know. What does Black men love, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's a dope perspective too. Might I add. Man, Kenny, let me jump in there, man. Let me jump in there on that.
Come with it.
Man, I'm loving Catch It, Black Men Love. I'm loving the deep conversation and hearing the perspective from everyone, man. I'm gonna go back and then come back to you. Okay. So just be patient with me here. Man, Ron, I love the positive movement and how you said that, because it's so true. If we want something to look a certain way, we have to exhibit that. Right. And so I like to tell people that my blood type is B positive. Right. And I stay away from people with the blood type of O negative. Okay. And so another one of our brothers in here, Charles Woods, he's a positive guy. He'll say something about positivity all the time too. So I wanted to make sure I throw that out there. But for me, you know, being an educator, being a person that loves to learn, being a person that loves deep convo and just soaking in knowledge and game like a sponge so that I can squeeze it out and give it to others. Right. For me, I think love is a process, man. And love is internal, external, and then it's everlasting. And so, you know, we have to do the inner work first if we want the outer work to be great. And so it starts first off with the internal. We have to put the work in to be the best versions of ourselves so that we can give that love to everyone that we're blessed to come in contact with. Then from there, it goes to where it's external, right? So now we're equipped to give it in the right way. So the perspective is, it breaks that, oh, he no good. Well, no, there's some great guys in this book. You know, like I was blessed to be raised around some great men that I could learn from, and still, you know, be around some guys that I can learn from and be the best version of myself. And then when we can do that, man, it creates an everlasting ripple effect of that's how it's supposed to be. All right. And so for me, you know, I think the process, you know, love is internal, external, and then which leads to everlasting.
Yeah. It's amazing how that works. You know, like you said, we have to exhibit and show, you know, who we are first. And that was one of the big major points of this. Let me go get the brothers who doing this.
Yeah.
Let me go. And it was amazing. Like, it didn't take much. Like, to be honest, it's not like I had to search high and low, far and wide. Y'all here. Y'all was already, these my boys. And so it was amazing. I just looked around and said, oh, my man, my homie, they already doing this. You know?
And I'm gonna just tell you, it's a great feeling when you are fortunate to have that in your life.
Yeah.
Man, like it's a great feeling when you can look around and see people that, like, man, I look up to these people, like, you know, as a kid, like, I'm just looking at Jordan and, you know, having the opportunity to be, you know, just like Jordan, I had a strong mother, you know, and so, you know, my mom was strategic about putting me around great people, great men that I could learn from. And so, you know, I've always done that. And even to this day, being a man with a family and, you know, kid and, you know, career and all of those things, like I still strive to find ways to learn and be the best version of myself so that I can give that to others in a loving way.
Yeah. Loving way. Gotta say that. Yeah. Because sometimes, you know,
right. Yeah.
So I'll jump on that too, Yendi. Like, I think it goes back to that formula. There's a lot of that going back out. We know, we hear that all the time. Anytime I get on anywhere like social media, it's hard to like spend much time on there because that's what we see a lot. It's the, you know, and I always say too, I call it the Black Civil War. It's women going after men, black men going after black women. We all doing this, you know, and I just feel like nobody's really taking the time to calm down for a second, really look at each other and say, hey, first, we're human. But also too, like, we have to, like, again, at one point we have to show the behaviors, which means we have to stop all the lashing out and all that. So that's what this book is an attempt to do. To stop all the lashing out, to say we fighting back and forth, to say, no, hey, look, here we are right here. We trying to put our best foot forward. We can present this. This is our, like, I call it a tribute, a love letter almost, like, you know, let's show it. I wanted to show the men, you know, that's why my whole goal is to bring everybody forward, you know? So we're not talking, we're not going back and forth, but like, no, you can physically see it. Here are the examples, you know, and all of us, like I said, is wide ranging. It's not just one group of brothers. And I'm pretty sure we are a microcosm of Black men as a whole out here in this country. I'm pretty sure you can go anywhere and do that and you probably find it, you know? I mean, look at this. We're all from different places, you know? We all in different parts of the country right now. And so that's what I feel like part of this book will be. I think we lost you. Yeah.
This is one of the ones that you know me well enough to know that I have these pillars that I keep in my space, right? And two of them are real simple for me. That when I walk into a new space, and I give this to people as a gift, like it's one of the best gifts I can give them, is that when I first meet them, is to give them this thing and say, hey, listen, I work from a GPS. So what I would like to do is to ask you for permission to tell you the truth. Now, I don't care what kind of love you think you're searching for, but if with that question in the water, the GPS is set. See, I tell the young ladies that I coach and that I mentor and that I'm around college athletes all the time. And they'll ask the questions, DP, coach, help me out. What do I need to know here? I'm like, okay, well, first of all, I need permission to tell you the truth. And then you give me that same permission. And I gave it to my daughter and said, listen, from this point forward, when you date, that's the first question you got to ask at the table before you sip your coffee, before you have a bite of the appetizer, before you have your first dance. You better ask the question, because it's going to allow you to set the direction for this thing going forward. There are too many people that are trying to get to love without ever putting it in the system as the mission.
Yeah.
Like it's always, oh, how come I can't find love? Are you purposeful and are you direct in how you ask for it? And then set the GPS to say, well, wait a minute, this says you were about love, but this appears you on some bullshit.
Yeah.
Recalculate.
Yes, sir.
Right? This appears that we have taken a turn towards nonsense. Are you sure this is where you want to go? And for all the women that I know, they're better served to date with that information, with that loaded one simple question, which allows them to constantly keep this thing on path. Because then if it keeps going left, you just say, hey, listen, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out. And then the other part of it is this. You cannot get a whole anything continually giving pieces of yourself to everybody. See, if you want a whole love, I tell people all the time, like I had to learn, I could never, ever achieve entire love and absolute love because I never gave it. I was too busy trying to be this for this and that one for that one. And then in the end, I had to say, you know what? I'm not accomplishing anything. And then I got to go back to the first question, which is, what is it that you want? And do you have permission to tell yourself the truth about it? That's for men and women. Tell yourself the truth and then set the GPS. Because without it, you just driving around hoping something good happens. And there's too much of that going on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. I like that. And I never thought about it that way too. Yeah, it's the first question. You know, so I know Yendi had to go too, so I know she wanted to get that. She had to get the woman question in there, you know. The shout outs to her, but
that's important though.
It is important. It is important. And that's one of the things I know as we go through with this too. Like as I talk to women, you know, even talking about the book, those are the questions that I'm getting, you know, like they're curious too, you know, and they're searching too. So I get it. And that's why I say, you know, hey, there's something in there for everybody. Definitely something in there for them too. So and I have a feeling that's going to be a big part of our audience and our readers too. You know, so let's take it head on, you know. Also wanted to go into a little bit about, you know, especially I know some of my guys have done this before, but even like first time authors, you know, Ryan and Rob, Adrian, and, you know, like Jordan, like what was this process like? You know, like, so we talked about it before, like we never thought we'd be writers and stuff, but like, or even some guys who've done it before, what was this process like actually putting the thoughts down? You know, what was that like for y'all?
I'd say it was like confirmation. Because as I mentioned, I mean, I've been on a healing journey, right? So I had been journaling. And when you asked me to be a part of the book, it made sense to put all of my thoughts together that I had already written down. And it was confirmation that, you know, what you've been through needs to be seen, needs to be read, needs to be processed. So it may be able to help some others, but then ultimately, you know, show Black women that we are trying, man. Like effort is being put forth, right? We're not just out here giving up. We're not just trying to treat anyone wrong. There are Black men literally trying to heal and trying to love correctly. And I think, you know, for me, it was a breath of fresh air, Kenny, when you invited me into this situation, because I didn't quite know why I had to journal or why I was journaling. All I knew was, you know, it was helping me get my feelings out and on the paper. But that wasn't the only place that they would end up, evidently. So, you know, for me, I think, you know, I was actually confirmed. It was confirmation and it was affirmed that, you know, this thing is going to move further than just your notepad. This thing is going to go and hit eyes that it needs to hit, right? This is going to be who it's for. And I appreciated that, you know, wholeheartedly.
Yeah, I think so.
I'll touch on that a little bit. Man, like I said before, the process, you know, writing about love, it was hard when you sit there and you think about it. But, you know, the more and more I dug into this, I realized it was hard because I had so much love to write about. So, and it was just swirling around in my mind. Like Chip said before, man, I'm a person that focuses on the positive. I don't have time for negative situations or negativity because it's not going to do anything but pull you down, pull others around you down. So for me just to try to get all the love that I had, the positive stuff that I wanted to touch on in the book out, that was, that's what made it so difficult for me, man. I think being in education, because it's, education for me, the public educational system brought a lot of love to me, so me being able to give back in a way, that I share that love with others, not only my wife and my kids, but just others' kids. I call them my scholars that I deal with every day, man, just to be able to bring them through and to show them love. Like when I'm having conversations with them, man, when I tell a youngster that I love them, I do this because I love you, and to see the glare in their eyes, the eyes about the water, man, you talking about, is an emotional thing, man, that you can affect the child. And when you say those words to them and mean those words, and they know I mean those words, it's a life-changing experience, man. So yes, I say it was a hard piece to write. This is my third one to write, but just focusing on it and reflecting more, it was because I have so much love to give, man. No time for negativity. We're gonna focus on positive situations, positive relationships, and we're gonna move forward, man. It's been good. It's been good for me.
Yeah. And even that, like, I ain't even think about that either. Like, it's like, I don't know about y'all, but like, because I grew up in an environment where we didn't talk about nothing like this. We ain't, love in itself wasn't fostered. The men that came before us and the men that poured in, we didn't have the atmosphere. Adrian, we talk about this, like, we wasn't talking about no love. We wasn't talking about this, like.
Yeah, that's why I say, man, you gotta break the stereotype, man. Come from where we come from, and you're definitely not thinking that there's that guy that can actually show some real love.
Yeah.
But it is, for me, man, this was like perfect time. Y'all see, I'm talking from a track the past 2 years over the pandemic. I done had I beat stage 4 throat cancer. At the cost of the trade, right? But I had the people around me showing me that real love. When I really, really needed it. And those are the people that I gave it back to. So we gotta break that stereotype, man. It ain't just without women, like Charles said, it could be a dude on the street. You gotta show love.
Yeah.
Show more.
Yeah. And yeah, how that comes full circle, and that's why this was big too. Like I said, nobody taught us. So like, I had to feel like I had to learn on the fly for the most part, but once I feel like, okay, I'm in a position where I got it, like now I want to go give it to everybody. I got, and it don't, like, that was my thing too. Like it doesn't take much, everyone, like sometimes, hey, what's going on? How you doing? It's an act of kindness. Sometimes this, if love is already inside of you, right, it'll ooze out of you.
You go show it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. The little effort that you choose to give today can make a huge difference in the life of someone tomorrow.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just, I just really found, like, and people, like I said, especially men, like, we searching for it too so bad. Like, so sometimes I just be, like I said, the little something. I've also recently become a big advocate for myself to just tell people I love them, and even my bros, my homie, they were, look, I love y'all. Like,
love y'all, man.
But just like, so it's just the expression to be able to say it too. Like, and I didn't realize, even when people say it to me, how much I needed to hear it and what it does for me, so this concept is so layered, it goes so deep, and I feel like there's so much to unpack that we're barely just scratching the surface here with us, but I really hope that maybe someone else can take our words, take our thoughts, and really it helps them too,
Well, we have to take back, Chip Chip has his go get it.
Yeah.
And my 3 words are this encapsulated out loud. Love out loud.
Yeah.
The greatest regrets that we have is that the people who we love the most don't always know. We think we let them know, but we don't often see something and say something, and we also don't amplify it. And as men, as Black men especially, when we see another brother doing well, we need to be purposeful in loving that brother out loud. When we see a sister doing well, we need to be out loud with it, because they're not getting it always. And they're certainly not getting it at the level that we think they're getting it. So to remove the greatest regret that any of us could have, I had to learn that if I see something good, I have to say something good. And to the people I love the most, I have to say it the most. That's simple. Love out loud. It is, I got it on shirts because it means that much to me.
Yeah. I'm gonna need one of them shirts. No, because it's like I said, it's just the simplest things. It's just the little things. One thing, love out loud. The simplest words. It can be, put together, means so much. It's it's baffling. It's so we're gonna keep pushing forward, man. So I know as we chugging along, and I'm also trying to be conscious of time. And I know because I know we all can sit here and do this all day. But I really do wanted to, let the world know that like this book, we talked about this book, but this book will be out Saturday, May 28th, 2022. We're doing a virtual launch party on that same day. And I know we're going to send the invite along with this podcast as it comes out. Mm-hmm. If family and friends and loved ones of everyone here, pre-orders are available right now. Book will be on sale, and get it through the authors, because another thing here is too, like I'll say this, and I wanted this to be a blessing for you all. And I've been saying that, and that's the goal. That was a big goal of mine, to be able to give back to my brothers too, and so I want this to be everything that comes along with it for you all, whatever that looks like, and whatever I can do, I'm trying, y'all. I really am. I want this to be an experience. I was fortunate enough. I know some of the brothers fortunate enough, guys like Chip. I always shout out my guy PK Kersey, who they showed me, how to come alongside and do this and be able to write and, the process and what it looks like, and even the business side of this stuff too, and that's another whole nother aspect that we don't talk about, the business side of some of these processes too, that a lot of brothers don't know about this stuff. We talk about this with music, David, all the time. We talk about the business and stuff like that, but like a lot of that stuff holds brothers back too, because they don't understand what it looks like behind the scenes. Right. So just to be able to educate, bring all these things for the forefront and give this to others, so that we can continue to be blessings for people. I have been emotional about this, y'all. Like I can't even front, like I have been, and I feel like I felt it today for real. And I feel like as we get up to the launch, that we get to May 28th, I feel like it's probably gonna get more and more intense. Mm-hmm. And for me, and I've been telling myself, like, I've been here before, I've done this before, but I really kind of haven't in this capacity. So I say all that to say thank you.
Thank you, bro.
And I know we're just getting started. This book hasn't come out yet, and people are really excited about it. So I know once it hits, I know once we physically get them in our hands, like,
yes, sir.
So before we wrap up, I know we're just scratching the surface. Like I said, one, y'all are welcome anytime on the show, and I'll say this too, because sometimes I get, we get busy, me and David get busy, but like open invitation. Absolutely. If y'all got anything going on, holler, let's get on, let's talk about it. Let's showcase, let's share it, I want that to be the platform for us. If we got something we can sound off, hey, I'll be happy to do it,
Absolutely.
So, just let me know. Well, that's one thing. Two, I know we're going to be doing a tour. I know I'm working on that. We're going to try to move around a little bit. Mm-hmm. One of the couple, I got to get to Texas. I got to get to Texas, see my guys.
Sure.
Jeff, Woody, we try and come through. We know we're going to be in the DMV. We're going to do our thing in the DMV. We're going to do our thing in Baltimore. We got a couple of guys, one guy in the ATL. We're gonna try to get down to the ATL.
Mhm.
Shout out to Dash and them. So we're gonna be moving around, you know, and we're gonna try to spread this love as much as we can. So before we go, I want to give you guys one more opportunity, one more platform to tell everybody how can they find you, how can they get a hold of you, how can people reach out to you and connect with you, and so that way, you know, just let the audience know, because this is all about networking and sharing too. I ain't selfish. So I'm gonna go back in order again. Chip, just let people know how can they get a hold of you, bro.
Yes, sir. Again, first, Kenny, I just want to say, man, again, thanks so much for the love, you know, that you've given all of us an opportunity, man. Truly appreciate it. Really looking forward to the growth that we're going to have together and this ride that we're going to have with it. But all of my social media is at Chip Baker TSC, as in The Success Chronicles, except for Twitter, and Twitter is Chip Baker 19. Please go check out the positive inspiration and motivation of the Success Chronicles. Go get it.
Go get it. Another thing, Chip, too, your beard kind of glistening and long too, man. What y'all be doing, man?
You know, there's some products in the black bottle I
Look,
use.
hey.
Oh, wait a minute, that's your product.
Oh, wait, hold
Let
on.
them know. Show them.
The black bottle.
Tell them in the
Feels good.
stature. Tell them that beard oil. Matter of fact, I got some soap over here too. We got the black candle, black by minute statue. You gotta let them know. I was shamelessly plugged over here.
That was intentional.
Absolutely.
See, this is why I love y'all. See, I tell you what, this is why I love you, man. See, you can't get no better pub than that. Adrian, man, what's going on? Tell everybody how they can find you, man.
They can find me on IG, Taylor Pride 6, Facebook, Adrian Taylor.
All right, Taylor Pride 6. Yep, Adrian Taylor. And we got some, I got to talk to you. We got some stuff cooking too, man. That idea we talked about a couple weeks ago, man. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. So, yep, David, my bro, let him know.
David, thank that.
Yeah.
Let me see. At DKHASAR on IG and Twitter. What else? Model on IG model, y'all know. And what else? Shoot, book coming out Saturday, or book coming out soon.
Yep. Also, Community Coalition show. I mean, you hear him every week, you know, and you hear David anytime on this platform.
Don't forget the Black Squirrel Media Network.
We're
all over that.
Yep. So tell them. DP, my guy, tell everybody where they can find you. Reach out, touch DP.
Derrick Pearson, 2 R's, ICKPEARSON on everything. My name is my life, my brand, and my action. You can track the radio station, 93.7 The Ticket FM in Lincoln, Nebraska. I'm on personally from 8 a.m. to 11:30. You can catch me with Jay Foreman. You can catch me with Rashawn Jackson, the captain. You can catch me with Eric Strickland throughout the course of the day. You may catch me with some of the Husker football players or the basketball players. Stay tuned. Watch young Bryce McGowan get his in a month in the NBA draft. And then we video stream, so you can actually look in studio, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter live. We're always live and streaming, so you can catch us all day, every day. The channels are up. You miss a show, all you can do is click the button, it'll bring it to you, or just jump on the 93.7 The Ticket app.
There you go, man. I tell you, the coolest job ever, man. I don't know. I tell you, must be nice. I like that. So, and I've actually checked out a couple of times. I try to get it whenever I can, especially in the mornings. You know, like I said, that was my old AM time, like that drives.
9 a.m. East Coast time, baby. Just click. We usually giving the DMV some love anyway.
Yeah.
So, you know, hey, get in, man. Get in.
Yeah. Ryan Dunston, tell them where they can find you, bro.
Man, you can find me everywhere: Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn at Ryan Dunston. Instagram is actually Ryan_Dunston_. But everything else is simply Ryan Dunston. And please, man, tune into the Ryan Dunston podcast, Words from a Humble King. You can tune in on any streaming platform that you have access to. And on Mondays, me and Kenny, man, the Speakeasy Show, we are addressing culture. We fighting back against culture. I don't know what kind of job we doing, Kenny.
I don't know either. We trying.
But we trying. We trying, man. But that's every Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, man. So hopefully we'll see you there as well.
Yeah, we trying. But also, too, I mean, this going to like Ryan Dunston podcast. It's some real powerful stuff going on. Them conversations, too, man. I've been blessed to be a part of a couple of those in the past. But yeah, keeping it going. So thank you, man. It's deep stuff, Ryan. Ryan's a deep thinker. Y'all need to understand that. Like, that's my guy right there. So Charles Woods, Woody, my guy. Yo, how can they find you, man?
All right, you can find me on IG at ULLgrad1911, Twitter at ULLgrad1911 with the extra one at the end. Facebook is Charles Woods or charles.woods.1612. And then on LinkedIn, Charles Woods. Appreciate you, Kenneth and David, for having us on the show tonight, man. Really appreciate it, man. Love you guys.
Love you too, bro.
Love you too, Woody,
Appreciate
man.
you.
One thing I say, y'all looking good, man. I'm gonna say that today. Y'all looking good on here. Like Robert Tyree, what's going on, man? Tell everybody where can they find. Oh, is my power going out? Shoot, man. The storm is killing me.